All right, good. Looks like we're live. So, hello everybody. I want to welcome the crypto freaks, traders, holders, and the crypto curious. This is an update from the CryptoZone, and it's Saturday. It's Saturday. I'm in the office on a Saturday. I had to do a Skype call with a couple people over in Germany, and I haven't used Skype in such a long time, so I had to do a Skype call. So I had uh, a couple of people in Germany wanting to do a Skype call with me, and I said, "Well, I suppose I could do that, but let me go into the office because I like my camera set up here a whole lot more than the laptop I even have now doesn't even have Skype. To be honest with you, I haven't used it for so long." Anyway, so I was in the office. I didn't get to do a update at the end of the week yesterday on Friday as much as I wanted to with the Bitcoin movement towards the end of this week. So I was here. I figured I would go ahead and do an update. So it's a nice sunny day in this part of the country, and of course, CryptoZone comes to you from an undisclosed location in a North American continent. So let's do a quick Saturday update. Yeah, so this was an interesting week. We saw some amazing new highs when it came to Bitcoin. It was almost, well, it was unreal. And I'm actually glad to see, you can see I have, what do I have up now? Oh, I have Komodo up now. I was just looking at the Komodo chart. But I was actually, me personally, I was glad to see this pullback that we're in now. And no, that might sound crazy to some people, but Bitcoin simply cannot go parabolic forever. And my fear was if it continued to go parabolic like it was, I didn't know at some point whether or not panic would set in and we'd see a much bigger a crash, a true crash, a large correction versus just this pullback where we take a breath for a moment before we go on to the next step. So we'll look at that chart. I'm also going to give you an update about Crypto Agent Bot, which is some great news coming out of our trading community in Europe, based in Europe, with some new pricing. So I want to give you an update there. And I'm going to share with you some of the gains. I've talked about Crypto Agent Bot in the past. I am certainly a proponent and a user of Crypto Agent Bot. It helps me in the way I trade, and it's been a great resource and a great tool for me personally. And I would encourage you to check it out if altcoin investing is something that is of interest to you. So we'll look at that new pricing too, and we're going to look at a few of the charts. As a result of using Crypto Agent Bot as a tool in my trading, I was able to see some nice gains in a few coins this week. And I say that in the context of people that, I understand we're a very diverse community in the crypto space. You have the miners, you have the hodlers, you have uh, um, people that invest in programs. And as you've seen in past videos, certainly, I try to diversify the way I invest. So I do invest in programs like the Chain Group. I have for months. In the Chain Group, BitConnect is one that I've been in. I did pretty well in BitPetite while it was up. I was sad to see it go. There's been some programs that I got in my early experimentation with program investing that screwed me completely. And I learned my lesson, and I think that made me rethink my personal investing strategy, and looked at trading altcoins individually. And I'm going to share the virtues of that with you. Why I think if you are intending to be part of the crypto community for going into 2018 and even beyond, becoming an altcoin or becoming a trader, investor slash trader, is a direction you should really look at and move away from the programs. I see it in Facebook all the time. People talking about this, this program is scammed out, or this program is scammed out, and there's panic. We saw that a lot. There was a big outcry when Bit Petite went away, because it did affect a lot of people for it just to disappear in the middle of the night. And all I can say now is when you put all your eggs in that basket, we know these programs go away at some point. So I'm not bashing anybody that invests in programs. Like I said, I invest in the chain group. But I encourage you to take a more holistic and complete view of your investing strategy rather than only in programs. So for that reason, I'm a proponent of Crypto Agent Bot, and we'll talk about that a bit. And then we'll touch on a few updates from the ICOs that we're working in. And that's both. Right now it's Crypterium and it's NeoConnect. So let's go ahead and go to the screen share. It's a nice sunny day here today. I like that. I need to go shop. After I do this video, I got to go Christmas shopping. Let's see. Go to the screen share here. Screen share. There. What do I want? I want this. And we will look here. Yep. Okay. So screen is up. So as usual, we jumped over to Trading View. This is my Trading View charts. And we're looking at Bitcoin right now. This is set at a 1 hour. Each candle represents an hour. So this is an hourly candle. It's quite interesting. You know, what I see here, this is tied to Coinbase. So these numbers may not jive perfectly with maybe three sources that you're looking at, but we get the idea. What was really interesting here is on this candle right here that happened at 10 a.m. Central Time on the 7th. It's right there. We touched 19,670, and we've been talking about $20,000 Bitcoin. And just by looking at the wick on this candle, the fact right there that oh gosh, it got so close to 20,000, and of course we ended up on that candle done at 16,000, and we are currently at 14,008. We'll call it 14.8 right now. A lot of sell pressure coming in last hour. So yeah, we're kind of in this downward trend, and myself and many of the people I know in the UK and people that I communicate with that are alt traders, we kind of needed this as altcoin traders, because as many people, the idea that altcoins go down as Bitcoin goes up, while there's correlation, I don't know if there's absolute causation. And what I mean by that is that there can be loose correlation by money going into Bitcoin creates a sucking sound of money leaving the altcoins. And then as people sell Bitcoin and take profits, they're not looking to transfer into fiat, possibly. They move it into the altcoins because now the altcoins have been going down, right? So during a run up like this in Bitcoin, that's pushing altcoin prices down. So when they do begin to exit, they simply move those profits in Bitcoin over to altcoin, because now you can get them at deeply discounted prices in the altcoin. And then you just keep riding that wave, right? Up and down between Bitcoin and the altcoins. So while there can be correlation between the two, it doesn't necessarily always have to be causation. I mean, because an altcoin can go down for other reasons other than the fact that Bitcoin is going up. So again, a more holistic view of trading is to understand what's going on with that particular token or that particular coin, in addition to the fact that Bitcoin is going up, and you begin to develop your overall picture of what's going on with any particular altcoin. So again, while there is correlation, there may not be causation. But anyway, so right now we are, and you can see right here, so this is the primary chart. I do use three indicators. This is the RSI, or the Relative Strength Index, RSI chart. This is the MACD chart with the okay. This isn't a trading class, but this is the MACD chart with the fast-moving trend line and the slow-moving trend line. Fast-moving trend line is blue. Slow-moving trend line or weighted average, which is it's a slower-moving trend line in the orange. So we had a MACD crossing. You'll hear that term from time to time. We had a MACD crossing at on the 7th, on December 7th at my view. I'm Central Time in the United States, so my chart is tied to Central Time US. So we had the MACD crossing, and then we see the faster moving line well above the slower moving line, which shows that downward movement. This downward movement correlates with this downward movement that we're seeing here. And then we see this is the crossing is also referred to as convergence, where they converge. And then we had divergence in the opposite direction, because typically, well, I shouldn't say typically, but in an upward market, your faster moving trend line is above your weighted average or your slower moving trend line. And when you see it cross, and the faster moving trend line now goes below the slower moving trend line, that correlates to a downward moving market, which is what we saw here, going up to the 8th, December 8th at 6 a.m. And now we're kind of in this up and down trend. You see the up and down trend here. And this right here, this is called the Williams VIX, or Volatility Index, Williams VIX. And these green candles show the Williams VIX was created to better identify what would be considered true bottoms based on the algorithm that it uses. So we see bottom, divergence. I'm going to go in this order. Here in the bottom, the green candle, a bottom of a candle, or a candle that's demonstrating a bottom. We got the MACD, which shows divergence with the slower moving trend line, faster moving trend line below, which supports that. Downward, or a downport part on the RSI. And then we see that candle right here with that wick going down to 13,817. So that was the bottom. So if you hear it all the time saying, gosh, you know, I was talking to a guy yesterday. He bought $1,000 of Bitcoin yesterday. It was at 16,000 something. And you say, oh, you know, I wish I had been able to buy lower. So in this situation, that wick got down to 13,000. So yeah, that could have been a buy opportunity if you were watching your charts, or if you had a trade programmed in. Anyway, so that's the Bitcoin. I'm going to come back to the chart here in a second. So the next thing I wanted to talk to was, and we'll get to the altcoins when I get to this other charts, but I mentioned the change in the crypto agent bot pricing. So let's go over to the Facebook page. Anytime, anytime there's an update and I'm not able to make a daily video, you don't want me to make a daily video, so we're not even going to go there. But when there are updates that I get from the Telegram groups that I'm a part of, and also other places, I will make an update on the CryptoZone Facebook page. So make sure you like and follow CryptoZone on Facebook, on our Facebook page, where you can see the updates. I got to close some things. Apparently, I got a really slow loading page here. And I shouldn't, because there shouldn't be any draw on data. Oh, great. There shouldn't be any draw on the data. Tell you what, I'm going to come back to this. I'm the only one in the offices, so there shouldn't be much. I should be using all the bandwidth here. Let's go back here. So I had mentioned that as a result of being part of the crypto agent bot, or the CAB, we call it CAB, C-A-B, the crypto agent bot community, we're actively trading the altcoin. So I just wanted to share a couple things that happened as a result of that. And I'm going to start with particle coin. So here's a chart for, and these are all the coins that I'm in, or the tokens, whatever, that I'm in. You can see over here on the side. So I'm going to go to particle coin. I've sold out. I sold all my positions in particle coin. So normally what I do is I remove them from here, but I put them back because I wanted to show you this. So yeah, so particle coin. This was when you look at my charts, you can see my buys and my sells. I don't know. I guess I don't. I'm not totally rigid on how I put these lines in. But normally, what happens is when I buy a position, I put a green dotted line at that point, so then I can just watch the up and down from that, and I measure my percentages. So at some point, I bought probably back here, back in late November. I bought this token. And you simply watch it. And here on this candle right here, this was on December 6th at 6 a.m., a massive movement, a movement of, how much do we got here? A movement of 67, we'll call it 68%, right there on that candle. So for me, here was a buy point, and from that position, from that line right there to where I sold, and this is not exact, but that's saying 34. I calculated it was actually right here. I sold 100% of my position. I sold all my inventory of particle coin with a 36% gain on this candle right here. Yeah, I could have squeezed more out of it, right? You can see this. I'm going to move this down. Move this down. This wick on this candle went way up here. So actually from my buy point all the way up, that would have been a 70, we'll call it a 71% gain. But you know, I watched my chart and I determined where I'm comfortable selling. And if I miss out on some, there's always tomorrow and there's always another altcoin, but I'm never gonna complain about a 36% gain on a 1 hour candle, not at all. And then you can see how it quickly came back down. And yeah, so that's the value of a trade alert. Normally I get a trade alert from crypto agent bot or on Telegram, which I get it on my phone. And then I come over to my chart and I look and see what's going on. And I plan either my buy or my sell. So that was a sell point with a 36% gain. Where are we at right now? I don't have any more particle coins, so I don't keep this chart up. But where are we at right now? You know, we're down considerably. So that was particle coin. Nice 36% gain on that one. Here's another one. This is New Economy Movement, and maybe a token that you've never heard of before. New Economy Movement. Again, we're looking at 1 hour candles. I bought it back here. This is my buy line. These dotted green lines are usually my buy lines, and then these solid green lines are either typically what I plot when I sell. Or I might make a yellow line there or a red line or something like that if that's my planned sell point or something of that nature. But yeah, so starting at so we were starting right here at 9 a.m. Yesterday morning. We started seeing some movement. You started seeing, and you notice these this collection of green columns. We're not going to call them candles because we don't want to confuse them with candles up here. But these columns, how normally there's not much to look at down here, but suddenly at this 9 a.m. and then 10 a.m. and 11 a.m. and so on, buying pressure started coming in. And uh, I'm not going to say this is a pump and dump because these large green columns indicate a lot of buy orders. Well, I'm not going to call it market manipulation. It's not a whale coming in, buying large and selling large quantities. These are individual orders. So you see these large green columns indicating a lot of buy orders on the books. So it's individual buys, pushing it up. So yeah, this was a great one. And I'm going to bring this down. So I had like 109 or something like that of these new economy tokens from my purchase. I sold 50 of them, 50% of my tokens here. As you can see, sell 50%. So I sold 50% of my tokens here for a 34% gain. It continued to move beyond that candle where I did my sell. I watched this candle. I did watch this wick, and I sold 100% of my tokens. I had calculated it just by looking at the chart at 100%. So I sold the remaining 50%. Remember, I sold 50% here. I sold the remaining 50%, which would actually be 100% of what I was holding, for 100% gain. In reality, once I calculated, once you start doing the math, rather than just looking at the chart and there's on TradingView, you got this thing here. You press, I press Shift and click the mouse, and then I see how you can move this thing, and it tells you percentages. So that right there, that showed me at like 109, 108 right there, something like that. Actually, when I calculated, it was 146%. But gosh, that was a great morning, right? To make 146% on something that you bought earlier in the week. That's pretty good. So I was very happy with that. And once again, that was because of Crypto Trading Bot. So in the video, if you're watching this on YouTube, there is a link to Crypto Agent Bot. You can click there's a link under Crypto Agent Bot there that will take you to the Crypto Agent Bot section of the CryptoZone, where you can watch other videos about it, read more about it. It operates on Telegram. It allows you to place buy orders, sell orders, check coin prices, check balances, all that kind of stuff right on your phone. So I like that because of the portability of it, right? You don't have to be at your laptop in order to do your trades or check coin prices or anything like that. It's not, you don't get charts, but that's not the point of it. The trading community sends you a buy or a sell signal about a particular coin. You can execute it right there on your phone, and you can do it while you're at lunch. Out for lunch. You can do it. I was at a Christmas dinner with a group of people last night, and I was able to excuse myself and from the table and go do a quick trade. So no problem. But anyway, this was New Economy Movement. XEM was the symbol right there. This was a sell that I did, and a lot of folks in our community. We were talking about it on the Facebook group afterwards about the gains that each of us had, because not everybody's going to get this. You're not always with your phone or something like that, so you might be you might get the signal right away, or you might be late to the signal. So yeah, different people had different results. I think I was able to buy lower than the community because I was watching it on my chart, and I was also able to sell higher because, again, I was in the chart and I was watching the candles. So yeah, great. Anytime you can take gains, it's pretty good. Let's try and go back to Facebook. Okay, let's see if this is going to come up now. The update I wanted to give you on Crypto Agent Bot. So Crypto Agent Bot is a monthly subscription. So where it differs from a program where you send the platform owners your money, take for example something like something like the chain group. You send the chain group your money. You do pick a trade group that you want to invest your money with, but they have your money and they trade it accordingly. The difference between that and being a trader using an altcoin trader using Crypto Agent Bot is that you're simply paying a monthly subscription to Crypto Agent Bot. You're not sending them your investment, the money in your investment portfolio. You still control all your money. You make a deposit on the exchange that you're trading on, whether that be Bittrex or Poloniex, but you don't send any, there's no program administrators that are holding your money. And that becomes important when programs disappear on you in the middle of the night with all your money. You send a program, you know, $1,000, $2,000, maybe it's just $100 based on what you can afford to invest. But even if you can only afford to invest $100, for that program to disappear with your $100 in the middle of the night is probably just as it is just as devastating as if you had invested $10,000 and it disappeared, because that's relative. So the idea of a program scamming out on you and taking your money does not sit well with me. I do not like that, and I'm very cautious about that. Crypto Agent Bot is different. Crypto Agent Bot is simply a monthly subscription to get the trade signals and access to the trading platform on Telegram. Otherwise, you put your own money on the exchange, you trade your own money, and Crypto Agent Bot and the Crypto Agent Bot team have no access to your investment portfolio. So even if it disappears in the middle of the night, your money's still there on the exchange. You haven't lost anything other than days remaining in your monthly subscription. So, but anyway, that was kind of a long, but up to this point, and Crypto Agent Bot is still new. It was kind of rolled out to the public back in October. So it's still new. We're a growing community. There's only a few of us here in the United States, just a handful of us here in the United States. The majority of the people are in Europe. Most of the people I talk to and that are in our Facebook group community are in the UK and France and areas like that. So we're still making, I'm not going to say making improvements on Crypto Agent Bot, but we're making changes to Crypto Agent Bot. So here's one of the changes that was announced today on the Telegram group. Up till now, the pricing, the monthly subscription pricing has been tied to Bitcoin, and it was typically 0.03 Bitcoin. Well, with these massive movements that we've been seeing in Bitcoin, that made some massive fluctuations in the monthly subscription prices. And as a result, the community was saying, hey, could we get a fixed monthly price on this? You know, whether it's based on US dollars or whatever. But instead of sending 0.03, and because, you know, if you started using Crypto Agent Bot when Bitcoin was at 9,000, 0.03 was a whole lot different than when we're seeing Bitcoin at 17,000, 18,000, something like that. So the team said, absolutely, we can do that. We'll change the pricing to fixed pricing. So now monthly subscription is changed to $250 fixed rate. You can see that update right here. And if you click right here, that will take you to this section on the Crypto Agent on CryptoZone. Let me click out of that, and we'll click on the post, and you'll see it takes you to the CryptoZone website and the Crypto Agent Bot section, where you can see the setup videos, more information about Crypto Agent Bot, read more information, and then I have the link right here to Crypto Agent Bot on Telegram. Clicking on Crypto Agent Bot on Telegram is not going to really take you anywhere. You got to have Telegram downloaded on your phone, but it's really not going to take you anywhere. See, I'll click on the link, and it simply takes you to Telegram, Crypto Agent Bot on Telegram. And so you would need to have Telegram either downloaded on your phone. You can put it on a desktop or a laptop too, works fine. But the portability of having it on your phone is really where the power is. And you can do both, actually, if you want. You can have it on your phone and you can have it on a laptop or desktop. But yeah, so if you are in the CryptoZone, if you're on the home page, you can always get to under the categories section. You see right here, Crypto Agent Bot. You can click on that. That takes you to this section right here. And again, information about Crypto Agent Bot. and also the 4-step setup for getting you set up and going on Crypto Agent Bot. And the subscription is now $250 a month. Want to expand this. You can see right here. This is the official announcement from Crypto Agent Bot. So 1 month, $250. If you pay a 6-month subscription, is $1,245, and for a 12-month subscription, basically $2,000 for the month. And when you do the annual, I think that unlocks additional features for you. I do monthly, $250 a month, and yeah, I pay for my subscription based on the gains I get in the altcoins, and you pay yourself with that. Okay, so, but again, we're here on the Facebook page. Please like, follow, share, blah blah blah, all that stuff here on the Facebook page, and follow us on Facebook in order to get updates like this one from Crypto Agent Bot, and then also I do ICO updates. That we're part of. So you can see this ICO update is on NeoConnect. This was, let's go over to NeoConnect real quick. This is the NeoConnect ICO. This is one of 3 ICOs that I'm currently involved with. So NeoConnect, I mentioned in the last video that I don't really promote lending platform ICOs. Because I don't think we need a lot of these lending platform ICOs. I've been in BitConnect for a few months now. I wasn't looking for another lending platform type, another token that was of a lending platform type. But then I ran across NeoConnect, which to me was unique in the fact that it is associated with Neo, and it had some other things going for it. But if you look at the white paper, if you look at the structure, it's very similar to BitConnect. So it's not too terribly different. But at the same time, I was not early into BitConnect. I did not participate in any initial coin offering that BitConnect had. So NeoConnect came along, and I said, sure, I'll put an investment in NeoConnect to be part of the initial coin offering and get in early. And I honestly, probably this would be like the last, depending on how this one goes, right? When you get into ICOs or the initial coin offerings, there is risk there. There's the risk and reward are of equivalent sizes. There's a lot of risk, but that could also mean a lot of reward for you by getting in during the initial phases. So let's go over to the ICO. So the announcement I had made in the CryptoZone was as of, I think yesterday, the 8th. Yeah, so today's the 9th. So on the 8th, that was round 1 of the NeoConnect ICO offering. And they completed it, and they actually completed it ahead of schedule. So then we'll look at when round 2 comes in. But they hit their hard cap pretty quickly on this one. And what they're doing, here's the way they're structuring it on NeoConnect. Because what had happened in the past, let me stop sharing for just a second so I can talk to you. All right. So what we were seeing over the summer with some of these ICOs and token launches and what have you is people really struggling. Like Regal Coin was one of them. Western Coin, Regal Coin. I communicated with a lot of people that were. Regal Coin was one of the earlier ones, and I was in BitConnect. I was doing fine in BitConnect, and then Regal Coin came along, and Western Coin, and all these other ones that were coming in over the summer or late summer. So I really wasn't looking for anything. So what I decided to do is, in one of the Discord communities that I'm in, I would watch the conversations that they're having about like Regal Coin. So people were talking about, I did create an account on Regal Coin, but I did not invest in Regal Coin. But I was hearing people saying, okay, I created an account and I made my deposit and I've been trying to get coin, but they sell out before I get a chance. And sometimes in order to get, during various phases of an ICO, they release certain amount of tokens during the various phases. So, and then they would announce a time. Well, if you're in the United States, sometimes that time was based on it would be happening at 2 in the morning or 1 o'clock in the morning because this is happening in someplace in Asia or someplace in Europe or something like that. So they would open the doors to the token sale at 2 in the morning. If you live in if you, at 2 in the morning our time, so if you live in Central or Pacific time or something like that, oh geez, you know, or worse if you're Eastern time, right, 3 in the morning or something. So you would they would open the doors, and then by the time you'd get to your, you know, to log in or something, I couldn't imagine staying up until 2 in the morning just for the opportunity to buy some Regal coin or an ICO coin. I love cryptocurrency. I love the trading. I love being part of the community. I'm not in it that much that I'm going to be up at 2 o'clock in the morning waiting to click a button so I can get in on the ICO. So anyway, so what Neo Connect decided to do is they said to avoid that, we're going to institute a first come first serve basis. And so based on the timestamp of your deposit, and you can deposit, I think, in Bitcoin, Ethereum, I think Litecoin maybe too. But based on the timestamp of your deposit, they would, and you could only buy so many too. I think there was a maximum number of tokens that you could buy during any of the rounds. So if you made your deposit, I think minimum for phase one was 100. You had to, and then that was at 85 cents a token or something like that. But you made your deposit. They would receive it. It would be time stamped, and then they would release tokens in that order of deposits received until they hit their hard cap for that round. And they did. They hit the hard cap for the round. The ICO, the token release was supposed to be on the 8th. They actually hit it on the 7th. There's a lot of interest in it, a lot of people wanting to get into it. So they hit the hard cap on the 7th. Again, it was supposed to go live on the 8th, but because people had invested early and their deposits were time stamped, even before the 8th rolled around, they had already hit the hard cap for round one. So now we're getting ready. So, but if you had made a deposit, like I made a deposit, and I probably didn't get in time for round one. So now I have priority for round two. It's still there. My deposit's still there. It's time stamped. So now I have a priority on one because my deposit was there before people that are making deposits on round two. So anyway, they're trying to be equitable about the ICO. So let's go at the screen share. When I talk, I like to talk to you, right? Because you spent time with me here in the CryptoZone. I think it's kind of rude just to always be on the microphone and just looking at screens. So anyway, yeah, right here it says, oh, wait a minute. Okay, I was wrong. You can make deposits in for Neo Connect. You can make deposits in, looks like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Neo. All right, so there's Neo. And the symbol for this one is for Neo Connect is NEOC, Neo Connect. You can find a link to Neo Connect right here if you want to. You can use the CryptoZone link, and that's certainly appreciated. What was I going to say? Oh, let's go to Neo Connect and let's look at the ICO portion. So round one, that was December 8th. Today's December 9th. Like I said, they reached the hard cap early, and that was being a sell price of 85 cents. Round two starts on the 11th of December. Neo, the price at this will be $1. So you see it goes 85 cents, $1, $1.10, $1.15, $1.20. Here's the supply that is being released. This is going up until the 20th of December. But if round one was, if we're going to see in round 2 and 3 and 4 what we saw in round one, if you would like to get into Neo Connect, I would suggest you make your deposit. You create an account and you make your deposit as quickly as possible. Even though round 2 doesn't start until the 11th, you want to get your deposit in there so it gets time stamped so you can get in line, basically, because they call it first come, first serve. So get in line for round 2. Don't wait till I'll probably tell you, don't wait till the December 11th or December 10th to make your deposit, because that means that you're probably going to get pushed off to December 14th or round 3, and the price has gone up 10 cents by that time. So anyway, NeoConnect, you can find links to NeoConnect in the CryptoZone and in the video. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can find it down below. So that's NeoConnect. It's a lending platform, and I would recommend anytime you've heard me say this many times, if you're looking at an ICO, please at least look at the white paper of the ICO. This is simply a lending platform ICO. If you've read the white paper for something like for like BitConnect or any of the other ones that are out there, you've pretty much seen this one too. Lending, staking, trading, there's a bot involved, so on and so forth. It's not revolutionary by any means when it comes to ICOs. It's not earth-shattering, even though this was kind of cool here, getting involved. They're planning an airdrop of NeoConnect Gold. It's a 1-for-1, well, actually 2-for-1. Two, right? So an airdrop is when you get free tokens as a result of holding one token. When a new token is created, it's called an airdrop. You just magically get additional tokens. So, but the new token here is NeoConnect Gold, planned for May. And it looks like what they're saying is you're going to get 2 NeoConnect Gold for every 1 NeoConnect that you hold. So, so let's go back to NeoConnect. So suppose in round 1 you throw $100 in there, or 500 or whatever, at $1 a piece. So you're holding 100 NeoConnect, you're holding 500 NeoConnect. Then you get the 2-for-1 airdrop of NeoConnect Gold. So you pick up, 100 additional ones or 500, whatever. So it's a 2-for-1. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, so that's NeoConnect, and they're talking about the launch of their app and so on and so forth. Again, not hugely revolutionary, but it's this is what I mean. If you look at this part right here, this is very, very similar to the lending platform, or the lending part, very similar to BitConnect, in my opinion. I'm sure there's differences, but whatever. The other ICO, let's get out of all of these things. The other ICO is Crypterium. Unique. Crypterium, we're going to go to the home page of, come on, home page, load up. Hope you're all having a good weekend. There we go. All right, now we got the page up. So we've ended some of the early stages. There was a 15% bonus round. I'm looking right here on the homepage of Crypterium. We had a 15% bonus round. I got in during the 15% bonus round. That has ended. We are in the 10% bonus round right now. So you get 10%, a bonus of 10% tokens based on how many you purchase. Minimum purchase of 75. We'll look at that in a second. But this bonus round ends in 2 days. Token name Crypterium, or CRPT. Now, Crypterium, as I've mentioned in other videos, is a bit more involved, right? They're doing more. This isn't a lending platform. This is a fintech company, or financial tech company, that's trying to solve some real problems. And in the crypto space, oh, here we go, token sale. That was an early stage. That was October 31st. And I think I heard about Crypterium early, and I really wasn't in the ICO mood at the time, so I didn't do anything. But there was a 15%. That's finished. We are in the 10% right now. And then you see there's a 6% and a 3% up until December 19th. So if you, if you plan on doing Crypterium, and Crypterium is open to U.S. residents. So if you're watching this video and you're in the U.S., this is an ICO that you can participate in, and you are actually welcome to participate in this one. But if you're going to do it, you might as well get 10%. So go ahead and take action, and check out the videos. And I would say with this one, this is what I liked about it. Remember, I told you they're in the fintech or financial technology. So what I really liked in some of the videos, you can see they are already planning on integrations with PayPal, Gift, WeChat, which would be huge in many parts of the world, Ally Pay, and Pay ATM, also Apple Pay, Samsung Pay, Android Pay. So what I liked about this one, they had this right here is a working MVP or minimal viable product. And one of the features of CryptoBank is they're going to allow people to use their phone using NFC, near field communications. The newer Samsung phones, like I got the Note 8, it's built in. And that would allow me to use my phone at point of purchase at Starbucks or at retail places that have NFC, and more places have the ability to check out using Samsung Pay or Apple Pay. But this will allow you to use your cryptocurrency to buy your Starbucks or what have you. And the upside of this is it does not require the retailer to accept Bitcoin. This usage, I don't know the word I'm looking for, but the mobile app right here, it would allow you to make a purchase, and it's going to convert it to the fiat currency, and the retailer will accept the payment as fiat currency, eliminating the need for them to take cryptocurrency and trading it to fiat on their end. So that is a huge bottleneck in cryptocurrency right now, in my opinion. It's a huge bottleneck for mass adoption of cryptocurrency and everyday payments. So for them trying to solve, for this ICO, for this team behind Crypterium, attempting to solve some of these real world problems, to me, that makes this one the way I refer to it, as a real ICO. It's a real token with a real ICO with real plans, and they're trying to solve real problems. It's not just, and there it is again, what I refer to as a minimal viable product, or a working product. But again, yeah, like I said, they're trying to solve real world problems, and I certainly was attracted to that as an investor. But again, I would say here's the ICO timeline that we looked at above. They're at the 10% stage right now. So November 28th through December 11th at the 10% stage. So if Crypterium is of something of interest to you, we do provide the links to it here in the CryptoZone and in the video. So if you wish to open an account and you use one of our links, certainly will welcome you doing that. But yeah, 10% bonus or token bonus ends on December 11th. But I would say, I'm going to go back to the top of the page. What I would say is check out the white paper. Again, if you're going to invest in an ICO, you should take the time to look at it so you understand what you're investing in. And I would never encourage anybody to invest in something that they don't understand. And that's really, as a disclaimer, CryptoZone is not here to provide financial advice. We're not financial advisors. I'm just giving you recommendations based on my experience, is that invest in things that you understand, right? We're all responsible for our own investments and making our own decisions. So reading the white paper is part of that research. Anyway, so that was Crypterium, and I think that's about all I'm going to do here today. Let's stop sharing, and I'll go back on camera. So yeah, there you go. There's some information from the CryptoZone about Crypto Agent Bot. So check out Crypto Agent Bot if trading on the markets is of interest to you. Check out some of the ICOs that we talk about here in the CryptoZone. Loving this little break that we're getting on Bitcoin right now, because that's bringing in profits to the altcoin. So we're taking our community. And again, that was one thing about Crypto Agent Bot, is if you get involved in Crypto Agent Bot, our Facebook community is, the group on Facebook is very, very active, very, very supportive. The team behind it, on the Facebook group are actually investors like myself. A lot of them are in the UK. You know, hats off to the team over there. They're up until all hours of the night for people here in the United States. They're answering questions. I don't know if they sleep, honestly, but they're dedicated to making Crypto Agent Bot successful for the individual investor and for the community that we're growing and building. Light. Sorry about that. I got a lot of shadow going on right now. But yeah, if you become part of Crypto Agent Bot, make sure you should definitely become part of the Facebook group that we're growing. And anytime you got questions about trading, about using a Crypto Agent Bot as a tool, about altcoins or anything like that, there will be people there to answer your questions for you and help you out, including myself. We don't promote other things in that group, so you won't. I'm sure you're probably in a lot of Facebook groups where people are pimping and this token, that token, this program, that program. You don't see that in the Crypto Agent Bot community. We really don't tolerate that. We're simply there to talk about altcoin trading and use of Crypto Agent Bot and supporting one another in the group. So you'll have that going for you too. And that's just an added, it's not part of a subscription. You don't pay to be a part of that, but you get to be a part of that as a result of being part of the Crypto Agent Bot community. Yeah, so that's really all I had. It was a lot still. But I hope you're having a great weekend, and I hope your investing is going well. And I really appreciate you being part of the crypto community and this new economy that we're creating. And I look forward to seeing you next time here in the CryptoZone. Take care.